We loved it. We'd moved down from the hills and where we just had dams and bores, and here we had the lakes and the river and the Coorong, and so we had water everywhere. So we were milking 800 to 1,000 cows, and it was very idyllic.
The first big issue for us was we went out to the pump shed to wondering why the water wasn't working on the farm, to find a foot valve that was submerged in water the day before was waving in the breeze, and we couldn't believe that you could lose so much volume so quickly. The water just disappeared overnight. It was terrible. When the initial pump shed dried out, the water's there, we chased it sort of 3 kilometres out into a deep spot in the lake which we'd surveyed with a boat and found a good spot. And then that dried out, so we followed it another 3 kilometres. So we ended up putting 6 kilometres in. Because
it dried up so quickly, a lot of the areas were still very muddy and very deep mud. Trying to get vehicles out there was nearly impossible. We had to do it all with our waders on, and
it was treacherous, wasn't it?
It was dangerous.
The water then went from there, so then we were trucking it in. When you see the water and what's left of where the water was and what it smells like and what it looks like, you understand there is a problem, and the dead fish and the dead birds and the dead tortoise, it becomes like a moonscape. We had 3 very small children all at home, just not a happy place to be when there was so much devastation around us. We just had to hunker down, and we sold all the cattle that wasn't going to put milk back in the vat. Mother Nature is incredible, and what was as incredible was watching it come back. We heard that the water was coming back, so we raced out there with the kids, and we stood there and watched the water literally rise up and come over our boots, and fish were swimming around us. It was the most amazing moment. The kids just couldn't believe it, that you could hear the frogs and the birds. It happened just in a heartbeat. We've got water, and although that's fabulous, and we've got birds and fish and tortoise, and it's a wonderful thing, but that water is still too salty to use.
I know that you're old.
We would have thought this far along that with so much rainfall and so much inflow into the system that we would have quality water by now.
But it's
still not even drinkable.
They say that however many years you are in drought, it will take that plus some to financially recover. So I can't see us recovering financially for another 6 years. And we need good seasons to back it up for us to do that. And we are only just hanging in by the skin of our teeth. Until you've lived that extreme change, you don't realise how big an impact you can have so quickly on a town. It would kill a town overnight just with what happened. It was shameful. Time to make the hard decisions. We really hope that a plan is put in place that protects the whole river system, that we think of it from one end right down to the Murray mouth and the Coorong. We've got to look after the goose first, so we can then enjoy those golden eggs.